got up this far.
Very shocked up, and that's when I saw how serious it was. Now when we were in the car we didn't feel as much of the... For me, that's enough fire, that gives me enough fire to just crack on. So let's talk about growth plans. What are my growth plans?
It is Monday afternoon / evening. We're about to do some snowboarding and buggy riding. Not snowboarding.
Where's the snow?
Sandboarding even. And buggy riding on these sand dunes. Yeah, buddy. We are now on the buggy. Whee! Oh, 20.
Careful.
Whew. Tired, man. Okay. Got up this far. Just got to go up there now.
Sinking in the sand. Whew. Finally.
So I've decided to give up, turn around, because we've got a bus to catch, and to pack our stuff and head back to Lima. Whereas she, the wife, has decided to carry on. That little dot up there, that's her. Let me try and zoom in.
It's buildings like that that make me aspire to do what I do best. And this week we're going to be talking about growth and how that is now part of our roadmap goals in the next 2 years. Stay tuned. What is up, guys? It is Sunday the 17th of July and we have arrived in Ecuador, a place called Guayaquil. It's not the capital city, but it is a city, and it's finally nice to have only just a t-shirt on and shorts. It's finally nice weather. It's been roughly around 29-30 degrees. I understand that for all of my UK watchers, you've been having a bit of a heat wave this week as well, which is nice. Which is good for a change. It's a shame I'm missing out on it, but it's fantastic to be in a lovely place like this. So, quick overview of what's happened this week. Monday and Tuesday, you saw that we were in Peru, in a place called Ica. We had a fantastic time on the sand dunes with the buggy. Absolutely loved it. It was definitely an oasis in the middle of a desert, and I hope you guys enjoyed the montage. Then we flew to Ecuador, in this city called Guayaquil. Here's a story for you. We had a bit of a traumatic event. I think it was on a Thursday or Wednesday. We were in an Uber on our way to a restaurant, and then all of a sudden the car starts shaking really bad. I thought the car was stalling, and then all of a sudden it started getting worse. So yeah, it was actually an earthquake, a magnitude 6 on the Richter scale earthquake. So yeah, crazy stuff. Thankfully we were all okay. It was, I mean, I was just joking around with the driver, taking a piss out of his car, saying I thought it was your car, bit of a banger. Well, I then look up and see the seriousness of it, and I can see the people of Ecuador crying on the floor, very, very shocked up. And that's when I saw how serious it was. Now, when we were in the car, we didn't feel as much of the rumble as you would on the ground. So, yeah, thankfully everyone was okay. No buildings were crushed that I could see, but the news showed a completely different story. There were some collapsed buildings, but you can see here in the city, everything seems normal, and within 10 minutes, the city just carried on as per normal. So yeah, thankful to be all okay. So yeah, that was pretty eventful and quite scary. But yeah, we've been here ever since. I've not done much filming this week because there really isn't much to film. We were only here supposed to be here for 2 days because it was just a stopgap just for us to stay in a place near enough to where we're going next. And I can reveal that where we're going next is the Galapagos Islands. Very, very excited about that. Only issue is some of the cruises that we want to get on to tour the Galapagos Islands haven't responded to us yet, so we're just working through a few emails. But once we finalise the details, we will be going next week, and it should be interesting, and hopefully have some really good content for you. So stay tuned for next week's episode. So, guys, let's take a seat and talk about growth. Something that's been on my mind for a very long time. I even mentioned it since episode 5. Click here to watch episode 5, somewhere around the screen. And I also mentioned in last week's episode that I'd be talking to you about growth in this week's episode. By the way, if you want to watch last week's episode, I'll leave the link to last week's episode in the description. So, let's get down to it. What are my growth plans in the immediate to the next 2 years? So I want to start off by saying there's something about being stagnant that it just repels me and makes me want to progress. So if there's some of you out there that are watching and you're trying to find that why, or you're trying to find something to do, something like you just don't know, you just don't have a vision, what I suggest you do is start thinking about the feeling of being stagnant and what that means to you and how you can get yourself out of that. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that feeling of being stagnant, for me, that's enough fire, that gives me enough fire to just crack on. And I mean, last week, or the week where I was very ill, I had it then. I had a feeling of not being able to just progress, and that feeling brought more ideas to my head. The most simplest ideas, and that's what I'm going to share with you now. That's part of the growth plans for the immediate near-term future. I.e. immediately, it made me come up with ideas that I could do while I'm travelling, while I'm able to work remotely. So look, what I'm trying to say here is, if you're feeling stagnant and you feel like you've got the potential, that is enough. That is more than enough for you to go out there and start jotting ideas. All it takes is a bit of action, and you'll start getting into the discipline and the momentum. I call that the flow. That's when you are in your flow. So let's talk about growth plans. What are my growth plans in the next 2 years up until working backwards to the immediate? So look, let's talk about 2 years from now. Now, currently and in the past, I have only been doing what I think are relatively small property deals. I have a portfolio of HMOs predominantly. I also have a few multi-apartments within which were converted either commercial properties or residential to residential in terms of title splits. They've been okay. They've just been what I like to call a quick refurb. I think doing anything up until like a 7-bedroom apartment, 7-building multi-apartment, or eight, maybe even up to a 9-apartment building is no different to doing a 3 or 4 bedroom conversion into, say, an 8-bedroom HMO. So that leads me to where I'm going next. Now, I'm going to stick with what I know best and what I do best, and that's build lovely buildings that are safe and serve a purpose, and that's to provide accommodation to working professionals. Now, there's 2 things that I want to do and diverse into. I want to start building, I want to start going into hospitality, so hotels is specifically what I'm looking at, and I also want to start doing larger property deals. Now, I'm talking 40 plus to 100 apartments, and that's a huge step up from what I'm doing currently. That's also going to take money, so I'm going to have to invest. I'm going to have to start looking for investors. I already have a pool of investors, but we need to start increasing that. So, working backwards, I am going to start building a community of like-minded people, people that are like myself. I like to travel. I like to refer to myself as a travel entrepreneur. So, a community is how I'm going to do it. But how am I going to build a community? How am I going to do that? Well, it all starts with helping people and adding value to people. So everything I know and everything I've experienced and built upon in terms of my knowledge over the last 14 years of doing property, I'm going to create some products. I'm actually going to release 6 products. 3 of them are going to be books and the rest are going to be digital products. They will be available on a platform on a membership basis, and that's what I'm going to be doing immediately. So I've got a lot of information in my head and in my laptop amongst our operation manuals within the current business. All of that is going to be repurposed into good quality content, and I'm going to be releasing these products very shortly in the next few weeks, and that's how we're going to start building a community of people. So our growth plans immediately are for me to release these products with the goal of growing like-minded people in a community who then will be able to then invest in our products. And our products are going to be a diverse portfolio of real estate, starting off with hotels, hospitality, and the larger apartment deals. We're talking large deals. So, ladies and gents, those are my growth plans. Hope you found that informative. Comment below, tell me if you would be interested in investing or whether you'd be looking to learn more about real estate and property. I want to help you guys. I want to help you guys grow your portfolio. If you're new to property, I want to be able to help you go from where you are now to reaching your goal. I've done it before. I've got countless of people that I've helped build their portfolio, whether it's in the rent-to-rent strategy or growing their own HMO portfolio. But you know what? It's time that we, as a community, start working together. We need to help each other. And I truly believe that I can help you just based on my last 14 years worth of experience in growing a portfolio of properties. And our growth plans are ambitious but very achievable. I personally think there's no difference in doing the larger deals. Well, maybe doing the larger deals requires a bit more project management, which is also a skill I have. I used to be a project manager before starting in property, so I am very, very well versed in doing property management. So, interesting stuff, very excited, very, very excited about this plan. It was a plan that I've been working on for, it's a plan that I've been sitting on for a while. COVID didn't help. It's a plan that I've had for a while. COVID slowed us down. We wasted 2 years, but we're here now. When I return to the UK next year, the plans will be put in full force, but in the meantime, it's time to start growing a community, so that is the immediate plan. Hit me up, drop me a DM on Instagram, comment below, leave your details, and let me know what you think, and let's see if we can work together. So guys, the wind has picked up, and I think it might be a good place to end the video now. Stay tuned for next week where we fly to the Galapagos Islands, just to give you a sneak peek as to what to expect. I hear that there are hammerhead sharks that we can swim with, sea lions, turtles, iguanas. I am very much looking forward to it. If you've watched Planet Earth on the BBC, just expect something like that. And I'm going to record everything on this nimble GoPro. Hopefully the content comes out good. Hopefully I don't have any sound issues. Stay tuned. If you found the information in this episode useful, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell for notifications of the videos every week. And Stay tuned. Have a blessed week.